in the book, they described how to find speed or velocity. And they were saying that velocity is equal to the change in distance divided by the change in time. In the book, they use this triangle, the Greek letter delta, to symbolize change. Another way to think of it, the change is how much something changes, also the interval. During the interval, you have a time and a distance. So we could say here we have the interval time, which is seconds. And what we want to know is how much time went by between 0 and 0.17. So to find that out, we can have the calculator, the sheet, do it for us. We're going to put a form in here, so equal, and we want to do this time minus the time before. So right there it says 0.17 seconds went by between 0 and 0.17. If we take that formula and we fill it down with the autofill, we can see here we have 0.4 seconds went by. And so the difference between 0.57 and 0.17, that is 0.4. So when we say interval time, that's the change in time between data points. We can also do interval distance. And here we're measuring again in boards. That's our unit of measurement. So the same thing here is going to work. We're going to put an equal sign. You can start typing with the equal, or you could fill in here equal. We're going to do the distance minus the distance before. And so they were 0.2 apart here. We autofill. So at first they were 0.2 apart from 0 to 0.2, and then we started going by 0.5s. So that is how far the car moved between these time intervals. Now to find velocity, we can do the same thing. Velocity here, we said above, it's going to be the change in distance divided by the change in time. And here's another formula that we can fill down. Now these numbers have a lot of decimal points, and that doesn't really make sense. We didn't measure that exactly. So we should be able to go through and change how many decimal points are being displayed. So I know how to do it on the computer, but this one here looks like we got some limited option as far as formatting goes. So let's see. There we go. So that gives us a lot of different options here. So we'll highlight these cells, and I'll hit the A button, and we want to highlight the text here. So that's just giving us size. Let's see, cell, number format, decimal places. So let's just turn this down to 2 decimals. And now these numbers are a lot easier to read. Those numbers that were shown are still there. We just told it to round to the second decimal place to display our data. Now here we could also go back, and we could put a 0 in here at the beginning because it started from 0 speed. All right, the last thing we'll say